I'm Sarah Fergani with Kent's 5 News Now. A group of men opened fire on an east side home, shooting a woman overnight. The victim and another man were standing outside the house on St. James Street around 1:30 in the morning when police say a car pulled up in front of the house. 3 men jumped out and started shooting, hitting the woman in the leg before driving off. She was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Police are still searching for the shooters. And a fight breaks out outside a Circle K north of downtown and ends with a man getting stabbed. This was around 10 Wednesday night on East Mulberry and North St. Mary's. Police say the victim will not give them much information, but added that they have a possible suspect in custody. EMS treated the victim on scene. Deputies have released pictures of 4 young men accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl who was reported missing and is now back home. The Bexar County Sheriff says they uncovered sexual messages between the girl and at least 4 of the men. Each is accused of having sex with the girl in the last year when she was just 14. 3 of the suspects are 18 years old. The 4th is 21. The sheriff says it's possible they could face more charges and more people could be arrested. Today marks 2 years since the deadliest smuggling event in U.S. history taking place in our backyard on San Antonio's southwest side. 53 migrants that day died in 2022 after being found in the back of a hot tractor trailer in 100-plus degree heat along CRA Road. Today, respects will be paid at the site where it happened. There's now a new permanent memorial under construction. It's next to this makeshift memorial that went up right after the tragedy. District 4 Councilwoman Adriana Rocha Garcia says the memorial will be paid for through the Neighborhood Access and Mobility Program. Volunteers will maintain it. In the 2 years since the incident, 4 suspects have pled guilty. A cousin of the Uvalde school shooter will not face charges after he was accused of trying to illegally buy an AR-15 and plot a similar attack. Nathan Cruz was arrested last August after his relative reported him to police. According to court documents, the then 17-year-old's mom told police she believed his threat was credible because of his knowledge of his cousin's actions. This week, the Bexar County DA's office and San Antonio Police Department announced the charges were dismissed. The DA says it's because the family has essentially disappeared and will not cooperate. The DA added if the family is willing to testify in court, they could reopen the case within the statute of limitations. A food truck sideswiped on the city's southeast side and the driver involved took off. Take a look. The family is hoping the community can help. Gerardo Reyes told us he and his son were working in their El Taco Sazon truck on Saturday night when the driver sideswiped him off Southeast Military. Reyes told us he tried to tell the driver not to leave, but he ended up getting away. The family says they heavily rely on income from the food truck. If you recognize the man in the video, you can call police right away, and we have ways to support the business posted on kens5.com. The most dangerous road in San Antonio is getting a complete makeover thanks to an $8 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. CRA Road, an area that saw more than 50 deadly crashes in the last decade, will see much of the safety improvements. City engineers say it includes better sidewalks, bike lanes, street lighting, and safer intersections to make the roads safer for drivers and pedestrians. But before work can begin, the city wants to hear from San Antonians. They're holding public sessions later this year. The construction will focus on a 5-mile stretch from 410 to General McMullen, and the city plans to apply for a larger grant to complete the project, estimated to cost more than $100 million. In just a matter of hours, President Biden and former President Trump will meet on stage in Atlanta for the first presidential debate of 2024. There are some changes in the formatting of the debate attempt to avoid some of the chaos of the 2020 debates. Each candidate's microphone will be muted when it's not his turn to speak, and there will be no studio audience. You can watch tonight's debate starting at 8 p.m., scheduled to last 90 minutes. You might have heard the term toilet to tap. It's wastewater recycled, and experts say the once extreme idea is becoming more mainstream. Drought-prone states like California are now allowing water agencies to use recycled wastewater for drinking water. Orange County, California is home to the largest groundwater replenishment system in the world. Every day, 130 gallons of treated wastewater that would normally drain into the Pacific Ocean goes through a three-step purification process, including microfiltration, reverse osmosis, and ultraviolet light. California joins Colorado as the second state to approve the process. However, other cities around the country, including in Texas, are also recycling wastewater. For today's forecast, Maggie Laughlin.
And speaking of water, make sure you drink plenty of it because we have a heat advisory in place until 7 p.m. today.
And that's KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Forgani.